Caviar, one of the most expensive snacks on earth. Fetching as much as $17,000 per kilo, the briny eggs are synonymous with the lifestyles of the wealthy. Caviar is expensive because sturgeon, the fish that produce premium roe, are critically endangered, victims of overfishing and poaching. But in a small Florida town, far from their native swimming grounds in the Caspian Sea, sturgeon species like Saruga, Osetra, and Beluga are thriving. Back in 2003, Ukrainian Mark Savzlasky started this aquafarm with the idea of saving the endangered fish and making money in the process. Savzlasky wants to revive the caviar industry.
When you smell caviar, you should not smell anything except fresh, salty air. And then when you take it in your mouth and start pumping them one by one, you have very, very pleasant, buttery taste.
But in Florida, caviar production is no easy feat. The sale of caviar produced by beluga sturgeon has been banned in the U.S. since 2005 under the Endangered Species Act. For the company to sell the eggs, they need to prove that the farm is actively attempting to repopulate the species in the wild. Head of Aquafarm Operations, Chris Lubb, says that's exactly what they're trying to do.
We are the only facility in the U.S. that houses these species of sturgeon. And because of this and our interest to expand the species as well as protect and help in reproduction efforts, we have two agreements with what are called the littoral states, two countries surrounding the Caspian Sea who have been part of the trade for many years. And those agreements are based solely in scientific research to help with repopulation efforts.
Another hurdle the aquafarm faces is Florida's warm climate. It takes 6 to 7 years for a sturgeon to reach maturity, and biologists at the farm need to replicate the cool and dark Caspian under the harsh Florida sun. If granted permission to sell farm-to-beluga caviar in the U.S., Savzlasky could potentially have a monopoly in the marketplace. He estimates his domestic beluga could be worth between $5 to $10 million annually, a business almost as tasty as the caviar he hopes to produce.